Sorry, guys. I am really late. Hello. So sorry. Sharing an office with Tommy Scoville is not as easy as you might think it is. Look, I love the guy. Is he adorable? Yes. Am I blaming this on him? Absolutely. Is it really his fault? Not even a little bit. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I should have set it for 5:30 and did not. I also didn't turn my ringer off. Let's do that. What's going on? Hey, Amanda Newsom. Let me do that. Lori Ellingson. Who else is here? Layla Bradley. Thank you, Layla. Third Eye Open. Hey, babe. Mods, thanks for being here. DNV, Lisa Marie. Alana's here. Let me tilt it back now. Hey, Yadira. Deanna Downey, King's Kid, Brittany H. Lydia. Okay. You can sit in your bed or you can sit up there. Rue. Hey. Mittens. Sarah Graham. Leslie Girl. Bridget. Kim Wiseman. Dang, it's going fast. Sherry LeBrun. Xenu and the Body Thetans. Verbo Boss. Rogue Hedgie. Tina Serlin. Rain Virus. Love you, girl. Stana. Right? Did I see that or am I? Oh, yeah. No, I did. Jeannie Hansen. Joanne Ventrilla. Hockeytown John. Love you, Hockeytown John. C. McCarthy. Jilbo. I look flushed. I have just too much blush on. I was running, but no, I'm just overweight. DP in Tennessee. Courtney G. Make it make sense. Hey, Lisa, where's my mouse? I can't share an office with this man because I just misplace things and I clearly get all hot and bothered. And he leaves cups everywhere. It's wild. Look at this. It's different. It's one way to live your life. I'm going to tell you right now. Where's my mouse? There it is. That's a lot. It's a lot. Frank and SP. Rhoda. Island Life. Just Jojo. Kiki and Two Cats. Kathy Ann, I love you, girl. Danny. Liz Tricks. Glitter Ella. Abigail. You had a lot going on last week. That's okay. I seem to have a lot going on as well, Abigail, and that's okay. Mindy Doolin. Lisa Trimble. I'm glad you made it, girl. Thank you, Rue. VTV. I love VTV. Lori Caffel. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Blake lost one of his fur babies. Oh my God, I'm going to have to text him. That's horrible. Mittens, I've gotten a lot done. Clenna Tuesday. Kevin Conklin, I never see you live. I love Kevin Conklin. You are so supportive in the Facebook group, Kevin. I was just looking at something from you the other day. You're so kind. I love Kevin Conklin. Hey, Rachel Sandy. Yeah, I get that, Rachel. Yvonne, I haven't seen you for a minute. I'm not drinking a lot of water. I brought some down, though. Positive Life, Patty Collins, Goosebump, Julie Stevenson. Noelle's here. I love Noelle. Thank you, Noelle. Mandy Albert, Sophia. Sophia the Packing. Honestly, we haven't gotten as much done today as we did the last 4 because I had to run and do a bunch of errands, guys. I'm tying up loose ends. And so I'm trying to pack, tie up loose ends. Pack, tie up those loose ends. Roberta. All of the gifts have arrived to I got to go check the box probably tomorrow, Roberta. Thank you. Hey, Figment. Bridget Junk. Did I get my chocolate? You angel. I did not. So I will have to go check. Thank you, John. I didn't know you were really going to send some. Thank you. Kelly C. Yeah, I can't go check it today, but I will tomorrow. Yes, I will tomorrow. Andra Wise. I didn't know that about Blake, you guys. It makes me really sad. Hey, Patricia Miller. Lori Plantamuro. I missed you too, girl. Angie Moe. Natalia. Ellie J. Anita Card. Your whole family has hand, foot, and mouth disease? Okay. That's probably the worst thing I've heard today, Anita. I'm so sorry to hear that. And I hope you get rid of that real fast. Jen Pookie. Little old me. Yeah, we're all sad for Blake and Anita Card. Ursina, I've seen you telling people to increase their memberships. Ursina, you don't have to do that. I love how supportive you are, though. Thank you, babe. That is so nice. Ursina, actually, a lot of people have been very supportive. People have I'm just even talking like down to emails, words, Venmo, PayPal. People have sent me stuff on the Amazon wish list. Everybody has been very, very nice. And I just want to say thank you so much. I'm serious, you guys. It's a big deal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Crystal Dax. We love Crystal. Pause for Andrea. Darlene Williams. I think I'm kind of behind. No, I'm about a minute behind. Cindy Mack. I feel like I have to sneeze. Meredith Lynn. Amy Edge, you're grumpy. I hate that for you. There it went. Baby steps. Kim White. Crim and proper tonight. Yes, there will be one for sure. We're going to kind of back to back it. Hey, Robin Miners. Good to see what happened to Blake. He lost one of his fur babies today. It makes me very sad. Lynn MCV. Psych on the Rocks. Hey, Brian Lucas. Hey, Cosmic. Darcy Miller. Catherine B's with us. Dang, I like to hear that. Dial it up, Hockeytown John. How do you look so yummy even when you're doing grunge work all day? It's a gift, babe. Yeah, I definitely look real yummy, Hockeytown John. But you know what? I love you, and you're a little angel. I feeling kind of gross, so I kind of needed to hear that actually. You are chopped liver, Dusty. No, you are not. We love you, Joe Virus. You're never chopped liver. I only saw rain. I didn't know you were here. I thought maybe you were out DJing, man. Give us a break. A small one. Wendy Brewer, where's Tommy? He's over in the bedroom right now doing something. He might be taking a nap, actually. I kind of drug him around all day. Jamie Palmer. I love Jamie Palmer. Armine, I love you, girl. Thank you, VTV. Don't worry about it, Mindy Doolin. Nobody worry about memberships. Don't worry about any of that. I just appreciate you guys being here. I love your support. Thank you, Brian Lucas. Debbie Lima. Hey, girl. Hey, Roar. Welcome. Rhonda Frank. Chops World. Victoria Dement. I'm a lurker. Want you to know that because of you, I was able to open myself up to love again after losing my husband. Oh my God. That's huge. Guys, are you hearing this? Victoria, that's amazing. You're a beautiful lady, by the way. My God, you're very lovely. Thank you for telling us that. That's incredibly special. I'm so sorry that you lost your husband, but what a gift to find love again. Don't know your husband. I didn't know him, but I would guess that he would want that for you. I think everybody would want that, except me, of course. You know, if I died, I wouldn't want Tommy to move on. Kidding. Lori Helker. I am happy to hear that, Victoria. Good for you, girl. That's amazing. Pam Fredette. I feel like I haven't seen you for a minute. Annika's mom. Pat K, aka Pat Kimbrell. Okay, I wondered. Hey, Krista Chalou. Thank you. Laura DePreet. Katrina Jones. Diversely Able. Thank you. Victoria, seriously, it's amazing. No one sent you an email. Okay. Roberta, you cannot. You can't block lurkers because they're not saying anything. Hey, Mary Grubbs. Oh, I have missed you. My husband passed away. I was blessed with a Fred. Okay, you're going to make me cry. That's amazing. I love that you were married to a Fred. I have never met a Fred I didn't like. I am so sorry that you lost your husband, Mary. It makes me very sad. Very, very sad. But I love that you had him and you had a Fred. That's a beautiful thing. That's a gift. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I'm sorry. We all are. I can speak for the group. Hi, Koala Lou. Rhoda, can we see the rings you're wearing today? So nice. These I got at Lady Co. One is black and one is mother of pearl. And then this is 3 separate rings. I just stacked them together. That says Mama. And then those are just some little cheapy, whatever. What do you call those? Eternity bands. But I like the Mama part. Hey, Mary McComber. Amanda Newsom. Sorry, Tommy, no moving on from our Reese. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. We'll be sure to tell him that tonight during our stream. Panko, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. I love you, Panko. Panko, I feel like I always have to tell you thank you. You have done so much for me, and I really want to acknowledge that. I mean, so many of you have, but I just want you to know it's like it's unforgettable. Just thank you for what you've done. Thank you. Hi, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Lisa Kelson, this is your favorite hat. Thank you for saying that. You got to get one then. Rhonda McNeil. I love Rhonda McNeil. Becky, thank you for becoming a member. That's so kind. Hey, Arya. Bex is here. I bet he was wonderful, Mary. His name was Fred. Are you kidding? If you die, Tommy plans on reenacting Weekend at Bernie's with you. That's true. He is going to have me taxidermed. It would be hard to move on if you had your mate taxidermed. Don't you feel like the new girl would be like, I'm going to leave you two together and get the hell out of here? Lynn Sanity, no tears, you cry, I cry. I love Lynn Sanity. I'm trying not to, girl. It is such an emotional time. Max Smith, I love that. Hey, I live for now. Thank you, VTB. I like to stack necklaces and I like to stack rings. I just do. I can't ever put on just one necklace. It feels so weird to wear one. I like to just stack it up. I like to do that with rings. Panko is amazing. Yes. I know, no thanks needed, but you're just a very kind soul and a good friend. Hi, Tony's Hooter. You're also a good friend. Am I really behind? Still just a minute behind. That's not terrible. Thank you, Scene. Hey, Deb S. I think it'll be hard for Tommy to move on with a taxidermy Reese sitting there watching. You know what, Deb? Isn't that sweet, too, that he's going to do that? I think that's really kind. And I'll do the same with him. Thank you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Hey, LC. Hey, Matrix Rabbit. I love Todd. I laughed so hard last night. My abs still hurt. Lady O, it's so weird. Last night's stream, thank you, Aria, with Tommy. Everybody said they laughed so hard. I hardly remember it. I was so delirious last night. I remember laughing really hard. I mean, I know we made each other laugh, but it seemed like such a dumb stream to me last night. We were talking, the whole stream was about making up new last names for me. I love you, Todd. And God, really, was it that funny? Tommy told me a little bit ago, he was like, God, that's gotten like 4,500 views. And I was like, why? It was the stupidest stream we've ever done. And that's apparently not the word on the street. It was funny. Hey, Reese, do you coordinate your outfits in advance? Not in advance. Hey, Trisha Briggs, not in advance, just in the moment. So, hey, Paula, I definitely like the black, the white. I had my black and white Adidas Sambas on with this. I got my black and white here. I did my black and white here. So some people notice, some don't, but it's just little pops like that that I like to do. And it's just a thing for me. I don't like to get matchy, but I do like to do a little, just weird. Just, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Robin Miners, that stream was hilarious. I guess it was. Beck says it was mental. I thought it was just dumb. For Haven and Graham, that was hilarious. Okay, maybe I need to go back and watch it. Because by the time we were done, I was like, good night. But also, I don't know. Tommy brought it up this morning even, and I was like, that was the stupidest stream. I don't remember it very well. Guys, the packing has really made me tired. Mindy Doolin, my contribution to a new start for UNX. That is so sweet. Mindy, thank you. Hey, Yorkie Mom, Hockey Town John, a little contribution for the Get Your Butt to Detroit Fund. I have got to come meet you in person. I really love you. And so we'll put it toward that. Thank you, Hockey Town John. That was cute. Witness, you didn't watch it? I feel like I wasn't there either, even though I was. Lynn Sanity laughed. Last night was ridiculous. That's a good way of putting it, Joe. I don't know that it was funny. It was ridiculous is what it was. Tommy was even a little off. He was funny. Like he was more funny than usual. I just remember being half there. That's kind of how I felt. A bunch of people even said, like, are we sober doing this stream? Like somebody came in and they were like, have we been drinking? And then somebody was like, did you guys take gummies? That's how I felt. I felt like I'd smoked pot. Like I was just really like, "Ugh." I have too much blush on, don't I? I don't notice it till you put these bright ass lights. Ooh, here's one of Tommy's snot rags. Let's see. Is that better? Yeah, it's a little lighter. Dang, I liked it, but now that we have all this light on me and I feel like my eyes need some makeup on them, but whatever. Let's move on. Todd, thank you for your little super sticker. What an angel. Todd, you don't have to do that. Angie Mo, a vow to taxidermy, true and friendship. Angie Mo, thank you for being a member. And it's a real thing. We are going to taxiderm one another. And then I guess when we're both dead, one of you will have to inherit our bodies and you have to take us together. There is no splitting up that pair. It's like animals in a shelter when their mom dies at the retirement community. You cannot separate them. They have to go as a pair. So whoever takes us in our will had better commit to that shit because I'm going to be, excuse me, I just probably demonetized. You better commit. Chili in the Valley. I love Adidas Sambas. Silliness is the best, Jamie Palmer. And you were silly last night. I do remember you. You were pretty silly. Real silly, Sally. That's so true, Joe. Pam, thank you, Pam Fredette. That's so nice, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Liz Tricks. It's true. Last night was kind of wild. Yes, it was, Shelly Kelly. Yes, it was. Yarn Prepper really laughed. Her and Jeff really laughed. That's her husband, by the way. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know you aren't a Trekkie. I don't even know what a Trekkie is, but you're welcome to become a Dax. Choose it. Reese Dax. I don't know that goes. I feel like I need more gusto than that. Choosing my own last name was stressful at first, but once I found the right name, it was amazing. I like that for you, Crystal. I think because you have a 2-syllable first name, Reese Dax. It's not, I don't know. I feel like people would go, is that one name? Thank you, Lisa Kelson. I really liked the Reese Starling thing. I think that's cute. I like Reese Tenenbaum for sure because I always wanted to be a Tenenbaum. Hey, Will Huber, miss you too, brother. Shelly Kelly, I hope you got some rest. Love you. Shelly, thank you for being a member, babe. I love you too. I didn't really get a lot of rest. I'm not sleeping great. Reese Von Dax, that's kind of cool. Hey, Rio for life. I love you, John Van Geese. Yeah, rest isn't really a thing right now for me, guys. There's so much going on in here. Hey, Sierra Terry. There's so much going on. I like that one, Yadira. Of course, that's a classic. There's just a lot, and the fire has been lit on some of the things I gotta get done. Like I gotta go get some health insurance. Hey, Jeanette Brown, and you know what I mean? It's just there's just so many things I got to make sure are tied up and done before said move. And I just feel very scattered. And I keep going through these weird ranges of emotions where like I'll just start crying. Hey, Peanut Butter Pickles, what a cute name. And I almost feel, what would the word be for that? When you're like, I feel good and I'll tell you what, I'm really active. I feel very, where's Katie? Katie's in here? Where? I love Katie. I feel very active. As far as like, I'll get jittery and I have a lot of energy and I'm like even this stream, I didn't want to stream tonight. I didn't want to do this and then do Tommy and I's channel because I feel useless. I'm like, I got to keep going. I got to keep moving. But then I'll just start crying. What is that? Manic? Am I acting manic? P. Taylor, even though things are stressful for you now, you seem really happy and relieved. Thank you, P. Taylor. Thank you for your super chat. Tomorrow, Beth. Restless? That's a good word for it. Yeah, that's a good word. Not yet, Annika's mom. Oh, Katie, I'm so glad you're here. I love you, Katie Fulton. You know I do. Yeah, I just lots of emotions. Lots of emotions. And how much I haven't gotten a lot of packing done today, Layla. I had to go to the bank. I had to I had to go to Costco and get my last final prescription because I'm going to lose my health insurance discombobulated. But I don't feel like I lost time today. I've got still more time to get it done, and I'm almost done. I would say the packing is 70% done. And to be honest, the rest, yeah, very unsettled, LL Jersey girl. I'm, as the days get closer, I'm finding I'm way more apathetic. I just don't, very overwhelmed. Yeah, yeah, very overwhelmed and overstimulated, Yadira. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Kim Wiseman. I won't forget anything in here. We haven't packed the office yet because we use this the most, but if you saw the rest of my house, I think so too, Ursina, for sure. It's it's a mess, guys. It's a mess. In about a week, Laura. So thank God I had therapy today. Yeah, I do goosebump. I just want to be done. Moonstone Crone, you will get through this. Lots of love and healing light to you. Thank you. And that's a cool name. Yeah, Beth, not yet. We'll pack it up pretty, and this won't take long to pack. This is nothing. You should have seen my closet. It was a sad situation. Hey, Kimmy Steele. So I talked with Wyatt, my therapist, today, and I got to say, I really felt a lot better. Um, he helps me so much. I really hope whatever new health insurance I get, it's covered with him because I don't want to have to pay out of pocket. I won't be able to see him as often. Shelly Kelly, I found a link for Obamacare in Tennessee. I will email you. Thank you, Shelly Kelly. Please do. Please do. I appreciate that. And thank you for your super chat. And he helped me a lot today with, I'm just feeling a lot of regret. I told you guys this. You smartly never changed your last name. Smartly. Wonder why that was smart, Rue. I like your first name. That's a cool name. Thank you for your super chat. I didn't change my last name. Yes, Ashley T. And it's awkward. Hey, Carrie Ann. Yeah, Kim Wiseman, it can be kind of iffy on that, but we'll see. So anyway, we just talked a lot about not just like self-care. I don't want my mom's last name, Rachel. Not about just self-care, but like me feeling regret and wanting to just move forward, just move on. Me feeling I changed my perspective on something today. Well, actually yesterday. I had a long deep talk with Tommy and he really helped me just see things, guys. Tommy is the best friend you could ever have. I mean, all flirting jokes aside, he is such a winner. Hey, Amber, as far as like he has done, hey, Leisha, he has done so much. Oh my God, Mary Grubbs. Oh my God. Thank you, Mary. Wow. Thank you so much for your giant super chat. That is so kind. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Thank you. I really deeply appreciate that, lady. Thank you so much. You're a very kind friend. Thank you. Hey, Cinderella's glass slipper. Hey, Denise Doyen. Tommy, the only way I can describe this is he really has worked so much to get where he is. He's worked on himself a lot. That it shows. It really shows when he does his streams, right? But also just thank you, Mary. That was so nice of you. He is the platinum of friendship, RSM. It's just incredible. It's he's like going to therapy because when I go to therapy with Wyatt, I love, how many of you love having a deep talk with a therapist, a friend, whoever it is? Would it be whomever? I think whomever fits better. And you go, "Wow, I never thought about it like that." It's like an epiphany type thing. You go, "I never looked at it that way." Well, I had a conversation yeah, Jen. I had a conversation with Tommy last night like that, and I cried. I really cried, and he said, "You might wanna talk with your therapist about that and just, process it with him." So, I talked with Wyatt today. Mine too, Hockey Town John. This community is my therapy. Yeah, Aria, you have. Goosebump has. Yeah, Katie did it. Me too. And of course, I broke down with Wyatt today talking, and Wyatt said, "You just want to move on from this. You're not moving on with hate in your heart. You're not moving on, you're just letting it kind of go." Right. And I said, "Yeah, I am. I just want to move forward. Enough harm has been done. I just want to move forward." And he said, "Are you Richard Sparks? Welcome." He said, "Are you giving yourself that grace?" And I thought that was really an interesting thought. He said, "You're ready to move forward. You're moving on. You don't hate Jeff. You're not even blaming Jeff. You're just kind of done, right? Like you're just ready to go." And he said, "Why aren't you doing that for yourself? Why are you mad at yourself? Why are you feeling like, you know, you wasted time or you didn't do?" I'm mad at myself. I've said that in the last couple of streams. I'm not happy with how I've handled this entire few years that I was in. And um, Sherry LeBrun, I'm keeping my therapist. I'm just gonna see him on the computer. I'll just do it on a Zoom, and I'll just pay out of pocket. Yeah, Jersey girl. It seems simple, doesn't it? Emily Brooks, thank you. It seems simple, but it's something to really kind of take a look at. Um, Thank you, witness. That's a good point. Yes, John Mangeese, you were talking about that. I remember you specifically talking to me about that, John. Hey, Brandy, you're a fine girl. Susan LeBlanc, welcome. Hey, Kafik. Yeah, Sherry, it is cool. So that helped to kind of like, why are you not doing that for you? It's kind of similar to, I used to think about this when Jeff and I would fight and he would say something really horrible. Now, I'm not saying I didn't say horrible things or it's all him, but like using the C word or calling somebody stupid or whatever you do, whatever people do when they fight. What I think is, "Hey, Canood." No, he won't do that, Canood. What I think about that is I'm like, would you talk to your mother that way? Would you talk to your sister that way? Then why is it okay for you to talk to me that way? And I would ask that question. And the answer I would always get was, "My mother and my sister don't deserve it. You do." So we are asking that question to the wrong person. But I'm asking myself that today. Why is it okay for me to move on and let that go, but I can't let it go within myself? I have to be able to work on that. I'm always wanting to work on improvements. Jennifer Reed, "The mountains will heal your soul. You are moving to a magical country, a great environment to heal, grow, and do all kinds of fun stuff. So grateful." Oh, Aaron outed me. Jennifer, what a kind thing to say. That is really, really nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, and I hope that that's true, because I have goals for my body even. I wanna get a little bit stronger. I'd like to lose some weight, but I mean, I would like to get more vitamin D. I'd like to be outside more, um, and I hope that happens for me. So thank you for your super chat, my friend. Yeah. Yadira, you're so cute. So there's just a lot of thoughts, yeah, Shannon, see, it was just, there was just a lot, guys. There's a lot, and there's a lot unraveling that I want to get into and talk about. Not for, drama purposes. It's not about that. It's truly about healing, and I do best healing when I unfold and unpeel things and just kind of get it off. And I want to do that little by little here. I want to keep this channel obviously about Scientology, and we'll always come back to Scientology. But to me, this ties in with my Scientology. Like, I'm finding so many things out about myself, and I'm learning things that I'm almost connecting dots at this point. I'm like, whoa. And I have to say this, Tommy really helps with that. Hey, Regina Smith, solving the escape room. I like that, VTV. It is like that, even though I've never done one of those. I know what they are. But I love you, Katie Fulton. But I think what I'm seeing, especially like I said, when I have these chats with Tommy and with you guys, before this, how can I put this? Like, growing up in Scientology, hey Doc, they make it very clear, and I don't know how else to describe this, but I'm going to try to explain this. They make it very clear in Scientology. Whenever you're in session, or whenever you're figuring something out about your past or your past life or whatever it may be, the auditor always says, or outside of session, Scientologists always say this. And this is very, very important, because this makes a lot of sense why I am this way and why I'm trying to change it. They always say the why isn't important. Now, if you go back to some of my earlier streams, I have not watched them, but I remember hardcore pounding on that, making that point, going, who cares why I do what I do? I just want to fix it. I used to say that all the time. That is a Scientology thing. Hey, Jem's Journey. So they say the why. So you guys understand what that means. Like, if I were in session right now, and I say to the auditor, I'm holding the cans, hey, Jeannie F., and I go, oh my God, that makes sense why I am that way having sex, or that makes sense why I am that way as a mother, or whatever it is. That, oh my God moment, right? And then I start going, wow. So that's why I used sex to validate. The auditor is going to say to me, yes, blow drill, love you, Dylan. The why is not important. And then they will furthermore say, let's not put significance on why. For whatever reason, hey, Sarah Lane, for whatever reason in Scientology, you don't put significance on why you do what you do. I'm not entirely sure about that. Maybe they don't want you seeing the light on your own. I'm not entirely sure. But I can tell you, it has caused me my whole life almost to get a little triggered when people go, Leslie Martin, I love you, girl. When people go, well, I am that way because of my mother. And when I was little, I almost go, yeah, I don't care. The why doesn't matter, because I was so hardcore trained to not give a crap why you do what you do. We just want to fix it now. In Scientology, I'm not sure, Roberta. In Scientology, they just want to get to the handling, kind of like Dylan just said. Like, you want to get to the handling. The point is to get the product. You want to get to the handling. We don't give a shit why when you were 7, you were SA'd, you were assaulted, and now you're weird about sex. That doesn't matter. We don't care. We just want to fix now, because in Scientology, a big deal is present time. So they'll say to you, you need to stay in PT, present time. You need to be in present time. We don't care about the why. It's a big deal. There's no significance put on the why. I agree, Brian Lucas. I'm just telling you guys where I came from, because it's very, hey, Mara, it's very important that you understand that. I guess it's very important that I understand that. And I consider you my friend, so I share it with you. Hey, Donna N., welcome. So Now, here I am at almost 40 going through therapy. And you know what, Persephone? I miss Aaron too. I just texted with him right before my stream. He and I have been texting a little bit the last few days. He's just a busy dude, but Aaron and I are definitely friends, guys. Lisa Black, hey girl. I know, Just Jojo. Guys, I know. Angelina Ballerina, welcome. Patricia Miller, the past doesn't make them any money. She's right. Hey, Kim Greenleaf. Therapy is the best thing that's happened for sure. So let's break that down a little bit. So now, fast forward to now, and I'm getting therapy, I'm getting help. And I gotta say, thank you, Layla. You haven't given yourself enough credit with how your whole life has changed, and you have just rolled with your whole world being turned upside down. We are so proud of you. Thank you, Layla. I love you, girl. Okay, Ursina, you go to bed, but I love you. Lisa Tate. Yeah, therapy gets to the why. I know, Joe, but I've not been told that. I've been told the why is useless. Lisa Tate. Hey, Reese, so happy to see you creating a new happy era for you and your son. You're an inspiration, mama. Thank you, Lisa. I love you, girl. Thank you for your super chat. Hey, Sassy Gigi. So now, guys, the why is the biggest thing. I'm learning that. So now I'm in therapy and I'm going, connect the dots. This makes sense. Now, not everything makes sense yet, but it sure is fun to put the pieces together, I'll tell you. And it's fun to do it without somebody going, no, 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 no. You're focusing on the why. Don't focus on the why. It's not significant. You're making it significant. Stop putting significance on the why. That's a Scientology way of speaking. You're putting too much significance on that. And don't focus on the why. Guys, the why is kind of the center of it all. That's where we want to get to. And I'm mad. I'm pissed that, hey, Aaron Cooper, that I've been told not to do that. Yeah, BTV. So I don't know where, I don't really know what I was trying to say other than it tells you to ignore the problem, witness. Yeah. Ignore the problem. And I think the reasoning behind that too is we want your money. We're not really trying to heal you. I mean, that kind of tells you right there. Like Layla said, the why brings about understanding, healing, and change. We're not into that. We're going to pretend that we're into that, but we just want to keep you in present time, and swiping that credit card is what we want to do. Thank you, Sarah Lane. Thank you. Yeah, nothing behind that curtain, nothing to see there, right, witness? Hey, Dragon Tears. So I'm at the same time, I am really trying to stay in present time, but it is interesting to figure things out about yourself. Hey, Tamber June. It's interesting to figure things out about yourself. And that's why I titled this Building a New Foundation. If you guys, most of you have been following me and actually know me at this point, I feel if we're most of us really are friends and message privately when I can get back to you. You know that I'm always trying to, ever since I got out of Scientology, there's so many things I'm trying to catch up on and learn. Jen's Journey, thank you for being a member, my friend. I love that. Thank you. There's so many things that I'm trying to catch up on in the real world that I feel like I'm kind of out of date on, right? Like I don't know stuff that most of you know. I'm learning things and I'm not entirely ignorant, but I am pretty ignorant on a lot of things. So I've been working real hard with therapy. Hey, Kat, to kind of piece things together and understand things fast so that I'm trying to understand myself better. There's so many things about me that I'm learning that I'm like, I've been lied to all this time. I didn't even know. Feel a little scattered with what I'm trying to say. Like it's not articulating. Lisa, I'm glad you made it. Bye, Wendy. Thank you, Kathy Ann. But I want to have new goals. I'm getting out of this and I'm getting out of Scientology. I got out of Scientology. I feel like I'm still getting out because of all the things I'm still trying to unlearn. Thank you, Jem's Journey. And we see it, witness. It's great to prove validation for you, Reese. We see your progress. Nothing but love from your sisters. I love you, witness. Thank you. Reese, you have helped me quit focusing on my own internal bad thoughts and consider how I would speak to a friend. I love that. It's not an easy thing to do. You've done so much in the last year and handled it all with grace. Carrie Ann, I love you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. That is such a nice thing to say. And thank you for being a member. Kim White, do you have a preference between PayPal and Venmo? I have both. You can say that you don't need to feel like you have to blah, blah, blah. I want to and don't want you to take a percentage. Kim White, thank you. I think PayPal or Venmo, because Tommy told me today too. I didn't know this. When you guys PayPal or Venmo me, can you put it under like you're giving it to a friend? PayPal now thinks that I'm a business, and it said they're going to start taking 24% of it if I don't have a tax ID number. I don't know anything about that. I just got that email today and I was like, and he said it's because people are checking it as like a goods and services when they give you money. So I prefer Venmo because I didn't get that message from Venmo, Kim, and I'm going to spare you the I don't need you to do it. So yes, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Carrie Quilts. Love you, girl. So thank you, Lisa. I want to thank you, Virginia Martinez. That's so nice. Thank you for your super sticker, babe. Goosebump, yeah, you put friend. Yeah, on Venmo and PayPal, put it's going to a friend or family. I didn't even know that. And apparently people have all put it, listed it for goods and services. And now they think I'm a business and they're going to start taking 24% of it. Hey, my sister, Curious George, Annette Faber, Carly. I know, I didn't know. It's a bummer. Brownie Buttons. Dr. Tracy Marks and Mended Light are great free resources for mental health. I've used both. Well, thank you, Brownie Buttons. That's good to know. Thank you. And Kathy Ann posted my Venmo in case you needed that. No Carrie Quilts, not yet. But thank you for sending him something. Yes, he is, Brandy. You're a fine girl. So the point is, I want to do better. I constantly am trying to do better. You can do Apple Pay. Keela's Apple paid me. I don't really know how that works, but yeah, you can. Thank you, Lisa. And by wanting to do better, guys, I changed my phone number for the first time in over 20 years. I have a new phone number. I'm moving. I'm leaving this all behind for the first time. And it's scary. I'm nervous. That's okay, Shannon M. I didn't know either. And I want to make sure. I told Wyatt, my therapist today, I said, I need you with me as I go down this new avenue. I need you to guide me. And he said, well, you do the work, Reese. And he said, and you have. He said, you have done so much to work on yourself. And I said, I know. I don't need you to do any of the work, man. I just need you behind me or in front of me or however you want to do it, but kind of guide me, because I want to make sure that I have a solid new way of doing things. I want to change habits. And yes, Panko. And I just really want to lay a very solid foundation for myself. I don't ever want to fall into this trap again. I never want this to happen to me again. Jilbo, I remember when you used to say the why wasn't important. Yes, I know you would remember that. I kept thinking, she'll get there. I'm so glad you got there. The why is everything. Jilbo, thank you for your super chat. And it's so true. I used to say it all the time. I'd go, I don't really care why I do what I do. I just want to fix it. It doesn't matter why. It does. It really does. Joe, you being dusty? Thank you, Carrie Ann. Thank you, Goosebump. I did keep it as my last name, Yvonne, for a couple reasons. Because everybody knows me as Reese Quabell, but also I figure I believe in love. I'm sure I'm 39. I'll get remarried again. This won't be my last name until I die, unless I die, in the next week or two. Let's hope that doesn't happen. And if it does, please make sure that my new perfume bottle is in good hands. And Gretchen is going to take Gertie. Brian Lucas gets Bo. I don't know about Huxley. I'm sure he's fine. He'll be with my mom. Mary, do you use Cash App? I don't know what that is. Probably not. Will Huber, Tennessee. Hey, Chica Cherry Tola. Yeah, that's true, Denise Doyen. Thank you, Regina Smith. Carry on my dusty son. Yes, Panko. Absolutely. Absolutely. Katie Fulton. Yeah, I definitely have some things that I would want you to take care of. My Jennifer Grace stuff, Katie, I would want you to in your hands only. So, forgot Kid. I don't have Kid anymore. I don't have that cat. She belongs to Tommy Scoville now. So if I died, Tommy Scoville's taking her. Kid is no longer mine. She fell in love and moved on with her life. And you know what? I don't, no idea where she is. She's probably sleeping with Tommy. Thank you, Rabbit Flea. You know, Rue, PayPal owns Venmo, but I love Venmo. I didn't get that message with Venmo though. I only got it with PayPal. So I kind of prefer Venmo now because it sounds like PayPal's keeping it. I don't know. Lynn, you're so brave. I'm 40 and I'm terrified of dating and marriage. Really, Lynn? You're so cute. I thought you were going to marry Tommy. Come on, girl. Hey, Kathy loves horses. I am not terrified of marriage at all. It's fun. It's a good time. You should give it a try. Um, no, Katie, I don't plan on dying. Kate is wherever Tommy is, Rain. Absolutely true. Thank you, Panko. Marisa, thank you. So proud of you for the progress you have made. Brave and courageous. Keep up the good work. Thank you. What corn collection? What does that mean, Doc? Thank you, my sister, Curious George. Jilbo. Fly, fly, fly. So, just wanting to, guys, this is a really fresh start. I'm excited. I'm scared. I feel very sad. Lots of ranges of emotions. And honestly, Jem's journey, I'd marry Tommy in a heartbeat. Wow. You know, he is single. Oh, Joe Virus, that's weird then. Hey, Ev Barney. No, Jen, I'm not bitter at all. This wasn't for me. And I hope the best for Jeff. And I really hope the best for me. You know, I hope things work out on all accounts. And guys, I really don't blame anybody. I don't yes, Lynn, he is. I don't blame anyone. There's a lot of fault here. There's always going to be fault on both sides when divorce happens. There just is. And I kind of feel like I'm more at fault because I knew better. I knew it probably wasn't a good idea. And I did it anyway and entered into it kind of really hesitant and not trusting the person and knowing, just trust your gut. That's all I can say. Trust your gut. I knew about things. I just didn't have solid proof, I guess. And then I got the solid proof and I was like, you knew it, girl. Why did you do that? Why did I do that? I found out about it and I shocked myself finding out about it. And I was like, why am I shocked? I knew this stuff. I knew that. And I did it anyway. So who's to blame in a situation like that? Me. I'm to blame. Honestly, I wouldn't blame him. I knew. I knew. I may not be educated smart, but I definitely have always found myself to be quite intuitive with people. You know, I meet somebody and I either go, that person isn't to be trusted, or there's something they're hiding, or I really click with that person and I trust them. Have I been burned? Sure. But typically it's because I didn't trust my gut. You know, most of the time I can look back on things and go, you knew. Even in Scientology, there were a lot of things that I was thinking this isn't right. But, you know, I'm in it. I don't have a choice and I'm going to go along with it. And honestly, guys, I think the other thing was Fred had just died. And yeah, Hockey Town John. And there's something to be said for that too, you know? There's just a lot to process there. There's a lot to process there, and looking back, that's what I did today. No, Camisa, no, I'm not. I think what I've been doing these last few days, and I knew I was gonna do this, by the way. I knew that I was already preparing myself for all the emotions I was gonna go through, and it's a lot of emotions. Yes, Brian Lucas. Yes, Mara. What I'm doing now is I'm going back and I'm looking at signs going, "You knew. You knew." But I'm not giving myself enough grace because grace isn't a thing in Scientology. Forgiveness is not a thing in Scientology, nor is grace. So it's very foreign to me to try to give grace, especially to yourself, because in Scientology, it's all about what did I do to pull that in? Guys, it's the opposite. It's what did I do to be suffering? And you got to work harder. Don't do that again. And you're hard on yourself. So it's very hard to go, take care of yourself, self care. You made a mistake. You won't do it again. Give yourself some grace, girl. It's hard to do that. I've grown up the opposite of that. So I'm really trying to do it. And it's not easy. He'll always blame you. Higher education is only what the individual gets out of it. So he had a bachelor's degree. That doesn't make him smarter. Panko, that's true. I knew stuff. I just wasn't ready to trust myself yet. Yeah, Barb, that's true. Thanks for being a member, Barb. I know Rio for life, Kim D. I'm trying, guys. But there are things that thank you, VJ Burke. There's just so many things now that I'm looking back on going, you're an idiot, Reese. There's no other way to put it. Like, there's just no other way to put it. And I know that seems hard on me. Like, you guys think I'm being hard on me. It doesn't feel hard. I don't feel like I just tore myself up by saying that. It's just the truth. You're an idiot. You were dumb. That was stupid. Like, looking back on certain things that really stick out in my mind, I'm like, just all I can do is say, don't do that again. And I'm never, ever, ever, I'm sorry. This is no disrespect to anybody in the chat, anybody who's going to see this video, but I will never in my life be with another person who's in a cult-like situation, especially one that's like all one gender and only allow, you know, no women are allowed and take weird vows and they put the group before the marriage. They put all that first. They put the brotherhood, whatever they call it, first. That was something I battled with year after year was you're not putting me first. That comes first. And that was a problem. And I'm learning so much more about that too that I really wish I didn't know. But like I was told later, like how jealous all of those men were of Fred because of me. And I was told by somebody that all those guys were waiting for Fred to die and lining up. And then I was thinking about it today. Hey, Don Gibbs, Jeff asked me out. He hit on me at Fred's funeral. And that should have been, that's not necessarily his fault. That's my fault. Like, why? I don't know. It's just, it all is kind of totaling up, right? It's adding up in my head now. And I'm like, ew, no. Like, I'm just not. Did you put Scientology first before your husband's and Huxley? Um, in some ways, yes. In some ways, yes. Scientology is all about that. Interesting. So were they taking bets, VTV? I believe it was a situation like that. Yeah. They definitely wanted to pass me around is what I was told. And I think that I felt very objectified. I think that women are more objects than anything else, very used. Barb, your toolbox was pretty empty to live out there. I cannot believe the number of tools you have collected in just over a year. P.S. I need your new phone number. Yes. Thank you, Barb. That's a good point. And thank you for your super chat. Yeah, them grabbing me was the first sign. That's what I mean by adding things up, like just being groped and grabbed. I've never been groped and grabbed like that, except by that group. And there's so much more to this, and I'm not going to get into it, but there are so many things that are lining up now in my head. And this is the deep talk I had with Tommy last night. It had to do with this, as far as like, you're a person, you matter, and you're not just something to be passed around. You're not just, there's a lot of things that are coming in more clearly for me, and things that were said to me. Yes, Joe. Things that were said to me. And now when I think back, like Jeff said it once on a live here, and he says it all the time to his group. And this is verbatim what he says. Fred gifted her to me. He said it once on a live. Fred gifted her to me. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me very uncomfortable. Like, I was just an object in their mind with Fred. And I was told we were lining up for Fred to die. The guys were lining up to be the next one. And yes, Fred treasured me. Absolutely, he did. Yes, third eye open, sadly. How long was Fred friends with Jeff? Way longer than I knew Fred. I don't know, a decade, probably. Well, Share Bear, we were only married 6 months, Fred and I. We were together for years, but only married 6 months. I just have to say something, because that really rocked me to my core. There's way more to it. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's way more dirt than what I just shared with you. But just that little bit makes me feel some kind of way. It makes me feel a lot of ways. I feel like crying. I feel used. I don't feel like I was ever loved in this relationship. I think this was more of an arrangement, this marriage. I think my therapist said to me today, Jeff basically hired me for a specific job, and you didn't do the job. You didn't perform that job. And the reason you didn't perform that job is because you had a voice, you had an opinion, you weren't just a yes woman, and that's what you were hired for. And in the beginning, I think I was a yes woman. I was in Scientology. I was used to following rules. I was used to being told what to do. And this marriage really started to get worse once I started this channel and have more of a voice and an opinion and find out more about myself. And the more I did that, the more I said, no, I'm not doing that. Or that's not okay for your friends to come up and grope me on the ass. Or your one friend who came up and pulled my hair and put his lips on my ear and said something very sexual to me in front of him. I started to, yeah, I refused to just be arm candy. And I can't tell you how many parties I went to. Yes, Ray Ray. I can't tell you how many parties I went to where these men would come up to me and Jeff, and I would be very dressed up, and they would elevator eye me, and they would do this, and they'd go, "Good choice, Jeff. Nice job. You did a good job on this one." Like I was an object. And every single time, and that happened so many times where they would go, "Good choice. That's a good one. I like the one you picked." Every time it made me so, I don't know. So now here we are, and that's not what I signed up for. And I'm realizing now, my therapist said today, "How does that make you feel to realize those things? That you were hired to do something." I was told to quit my job. Um, all my money was depleted. I was under control almost immediately. Everything changed fast. And it was definitely sexual. And I think it was a full-time gig. And I never looked at it that way until last night. I thought we were I thought I was getting married to be taken care of and loved. And, yesterday we were arguing and Jeff was like, "Get your fucking shit and get out, you and your kid." And I was like, I'm leaving. I promise I'm leaving." But that's not from the mouth of somebody who cared about this. That's from somebody who I didn't do the job I was hired to do, I think. And I think the guy has already moved on and found somebody else to fill the role. And all of those things at once make me feel stupid for not seeing it that way and used. And I thought this was something else. I did not know that arrangement. And I just feel really uncomfortable about it. And I think it's going to take some time to process that and to see it from that angle because it's really hurtful. Data check ATL. Harlow as a last name. Me is mysterious, longtime lurker, but wanted to weigh in. Thank you. And you are a longtime lurker. I love your picture because I don't recognize your name. Thank you for your super chat, my friend. Kristen Melinda, can't stay, wanted to express support. How you were treated was wrong. You deserve so much better. Thank you, Kristen Melinda. Love you, girl. Hey, JD. Thank you, Robin Miners. It is better to know that. I was thinking about that in therapy. Robin, you're so cute. I was thinking about that in therapy. Is it good that I know what I know now? Yes, because I always want the truth. And I believe that that's the truth. I think I was telling Tommy this today. I constantly want to work on me. I really, really want to sharpen things. I want to catch up to where everybody else is in the world because I don't feel like I'm from here. So that's why I love therapy. I absorb everything. I love learning new things. But there's one thing I can't really work on. There's one thing that has to just come organically, and that's how naive I am. I'm very naive. I know that about me. I was telling Tommy today, do you know how many people look at me in public my whole life? I can't tell you the millions of looks I've gotten from people when I say something that comes out of my mouth and somebody looks at me and goes, "You didn't know that?" Okay. I can't tell you how many times I get that same look of, "She doesn't know that? You didn't know that? Of course. You don't know what that means?" Like, yes, I don't know. I'm not being stupid on purpose. I'm not trying to look cool. I truly didn't know. And I get that look a lot. Thank you, Leisha, for becoming a member, my friend. So that's one thing I can't sharpen. It comes in due time. I'm naive and I'm just am. And so, hey Shelly, I'm embarrassed that I didn't know that arrangement, that I didn't follow the job description. And I guess I didn't even really realize that was the job. But looking back on it and being told people were waiting for Fred to die because they were in line, looking back on the fact that at his funeral, Jeff asked me out. That's where I first met Jeff. I had never met Jeff before Fred's funeral. I never saw the man in person until that day. And he told me he jumped first. He wanted to be, because there was a line of guys waiting because they thought that was the arrangement with Fred. That Fred didn't really love me. It was some disgusting sexual arrangement. And that's painful for me. That's something, that's a lot to take in. And I don't think that I was ever truly loved in this marriage. I think there were expectations, and when I met them, I was rewarded. And when I didn't, I was punished. And Jeff used the word punish with me a lot. You need to be punished. He used the word obey with me. You will obey what I tell you. He used it with Huxley too. And so looking back on these things, I'm like, since I learned this last night, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that this was an arrangement and I never had any control. I thought I did, but I didn't. Yeah. Just, I remember even saying no, like having a voice. I was thinking about this in therapy today. I remember saying no, like just no. And Jeff would go, no means yes. And it's just crashing in on me and it's making, I have no appetite. This is why I get mad at me, not him, because looking at these things, I think I should have done more to protect myself, and I didn't. But I'm doing that now. SMSP, I'm not sure actually. I'll have to look at that. And then just the you and your kid get your shit and get out makes me feel like there was no love there in the first place. There was no love there in the first place. That's all. That's all I know right now. And I just want to get away. I just want to get away from it. I want Jeff to go live his life, whatever that may include doing. And I want to go live mine in a very healthy, I want to fresh start this in a very healthy way. And I want to move forward with my friends on this channel. Yeah, I thought he was going to be more like Fred P. Taylor. Absolutely, I did. I love you, Laura Dupree, you and John. You're not alone, Reese. I was arm candy for husband number 2. He even offered to pay me $20,000 to have a baby for him. I thought he was joking around. After he eventually charmed me into marriage, I finally saw the truth. 16 years my senior, only truly used to bear him a son. Wow. Laura, that makes me very sad. But at the same time, she's an excellent example. She's married to a wonderful man now. I've met him. I've sat down and had dinner and brunch with them, Laura and John. And he's a wonderful person and he treats her so respectfully. And that's all we want. And I don't say we women, human beings, we just want respect. And I'm definitely guilty of being disrespectful to Jeff, guys. I've been very disrespectful to Jeff. It's not a one-way street. But I didn't get the arrangement and I didn't know that that's what this was. And I can never, ever let that happen to me again. And if I do let it happen to me again, please somebody say, Reese, hit the brakes, girl, hit the brakes. You're doing it again. But I promise you, I'll never be with anybody ever again. I'm not even going to associate with anyone ever again that's in some cult-like group. Laura, thank you for your super chat and sharing that with us. I really love you. And thank you for your giant super chat, my friend. Border Collie Mom, you are so much more mature than I. You want him to move on. I want him to hurt. Thank you for your super chat. You know, I don't even want that for the Scientologists, me being the ex, them still being in. I don't even want that for Dan O'Connor. I just want to live my life. I want to learn everything there is to learn about me. I want to choose healthy habits. I want to get myself in shape. I want to be a better mom. I want to be a person that gets outside and goes for a hike. I want to have friends. Like, all that's new for me. And I just want to stay in my own fucking lane and do my own thing with people who actually support me, who actually say to me, I'm here for you unconditionally, and people who don't say you're going to obey this or you will be punished. I have been told that. I have lived that. I don't want to live like that. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to. And that's why this didn't work out. Like my therapist said, you didn't conform to that. You got your voice and you said no. And that was not part of why you were hired. Amy Edge, dear sweet friend, it is all over now. You are going to be bigger and better. There will be hard times and times you might think it will break, but they won't. Think break, but they won't. Amy Edge, thank you for being a member. And you're right. I mean, if I can make it through this, we can do this, guys. We can do this. SBTV Tattoo, where you are not naive, you are learning. Thank you, Barb. It's true. But I do feel naive. Thank you, Joe Virus. I know you are. You and Rain. Yeah. I love this channel. I am grateful every single day to have this outlet. I am so thankful for you guys. Yes, Kafik, for sure. Horace. So if I understand correctly, you were a Scientologist. You left that cult, then got preyed upon, but again, by a Freemason. That's rough. Don't give up hope. You'll figure this out. Thank you, Horace. Yes, you are correct. Hey, Amanda, dear. Love you, Liz Tricks. I just want to say, I truly, there's almost 900 people in here. I'm grateful. This is such a big deal to me. And don't worry, by the way, I know I've been on and off like every other daying it, or look, it's Kid. You took a break from Tommy to come say hello again. Um, Valerie, thank you so much for the super sticker, babe. You have the benefit of a lot of people's experiences making tons of mistakes. There's a lot of wisdom here. Yes, John. I also just have the benefit of having 20,000 friends. I mean, I will be back on, guys. The second I get moved and settled in, I will be back on every day chatting with you guys. It's just been a lot trying to go through all this and pack. And I know you understand that. I don't need to explain it, but it's been rough. But this makes it so much easier. It's so nice to come on here and be off of here and chat with you guys individually, email, talk, text, Facebook Messenger, whatever it is. I appreciate you guys so much. I don't think for 1 second that I would have the strength and have made the progress I have made if this didn't exist. I wouldn't. What's the matter? Why are you shaking? You all right? Yes, Katie, thank you. I love you, VTV. This is huge. This is huge. I have an entire army of friends now, of support and stability and warmth. You guys cover me. Shelly, the whole thing makes me angry. Reese, you need to know you and love yourself. You need to be your own best friend. The time has come. Love you so much, Sister Shelly. That is so true. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I know that sounds silly, but I don't know that I know how to do that. But I want to. Yes, Yvonne, for sure. Shelly, thank you for your super chat. I want to get there. And guys, I honestly believe this. I don't really understand faith, the concept of it, but if I could say I have absolute faith. I love you, Elena Raderman. I see you, girl. Thank you, Rogue Hedgie. I have to have faith that once I get out of here and I start my new life and I have my own environment and I start making my own money. Well, I'm kind of doing that now with YouTube. I mean, I'm definitely trying to make this work as a career. But I mean, if I have to go get a job, I go get a job. I do what it takes. But the point is, I just want to get to know myself. I don't want to tear myself down anymore. I want to be the mom that I feel like I'm improving every day on with Huxley. I love being Tommy's best friend. I love being your friends. That's what I need to be doing. Where are you going? Okay. Thank you, Panko. June friend tax. Thank you, Kfik. I love you, girl. Aria, thank you for your super sticker. Did I miss somebody? I did. Mara, never seen you like this before. I like this new Reese. Very proud of you. Mara, thank you. It's got to evolve. I have to evolve. I cannot sit in this. I refuse to say, well, this is just the way it is, or this is just the way I am. No, I have to do better than this. Life has to be better than this. Izzy, the common thread I see is that you were never born to serve. You were born to shine. Izzy, that is so sweet. Thank you for your super chat, guys. Kid went looking for Tommy. That is really nice. I don't want to tear anybody down. And I don't want you guys coming here thinking that I want to stir the pot and drama, but I do have a story to tell. It's always happening, isn't it? There's always something that we learn, and I want to continue to do that. And I love that you guys hold my hand through that. You come with me, and I love it. I get such a thrill. It's such a rush to come on here and hit start stream and see my friends. It makes me feel so happy. Ellie J, Reese, you escaped a cult, complete control, and brainwashing. Fred totally adored you. Who is really to say if they actually were friends? It doesn't align with everything you've told us about him. Absolutely, Ellie J, and thank you for your super chat. That's a good point, too. I was thinking about that today. every time Fred was in the hospital, which was a lot. I was with Fred for years, guys. He was old. We went to the hospital for things. He had heart issues. Never once did anybody come see him. Where were all those friends? Where were they? I never saw them. I never met any of them. And I'm not just talking about Jeff. Where are all these pals of yours? Where were they? I'm not so sure either, Ellie J. Who was with him when he died? I was told by a Mason when I was planning the funeral, he goes, there's going to be hundreds of people at this funeral. Practically nobody showed up. The visitation, shit, I was shocked. I was told hundreds, and I'm preparing for that, right? Trying to get the energy up. Bessie, don't look back. You're not headed that way. Good point, girl. And I love your name. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. There were not very many people at all. And I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter because Fred and I were best friends. And that's really all we needed. And that's who I believe is going to be there when I die. And that's all I need. But some friends. Thank you, Jules B. Tully. Thank you for asking. Hey, one of the mods, can you post that link? Thank you, Jules. Whistleblowing Good Witch. Reese, I have dealt with some unresolved bullying in the SPTV community and not sure I still belong here, but you always make me feel like I belong. Are you kidding? You belong here. I can't speak for the community because I don't really watch anything, but you're always welcome here, girl. And thank you for your super chat. And thank you for saying that. I appreciate your honesty. You're a friend here in this group, and you always will be. So thank you. Yeah. Oh, probably VTV. All I'm telling you is if there's such a tight brotherhood, where are they when you're sick? I was there. You know, hi, Joel Sachs. Yeah, Fred needed me. And you know what, Katie? At the end, when Fred and I were together, I always offered to take him to those Mason things. I didn't know a damn thing about it. All I knew was he had this big group of friends, and I would say to him all the time, let me take you to the lunch. Let me take you to the party. Let me do this. And he would go, nope, I'd rather be with you. Been there, done that. I'd rather be with you. And you know what? We went to a Christmas party once. It was a Mason Christmas party, and one of the Masons was incredibly rude to me. And this was Fred's closest friend, Wayne. And he was very rude to me. And he said, did you hear we got married? And Wayne said, yeah, great. He was real rude. And Fred said, then show her the respect she deserves. And he said, congratulations. And Fred grabbed my arm and said, we're leaving. And I said, no, it's okay, Fred. I've told this story before. I said, it's okay, Fred. We don't have to leave. We don't have to leave. I was calming him down. And he goes, we're leaving. And he growled through his throat. I couldn't believe it. These were friends for 50 years. These guys were friends with Fred for 50 fucking years. And we got out to the front door. And I said, Fred, we don't have to leave. And he didn't answer me. And I said, but they're your friends. You know what that man said? He stopped walking and he let go of my arm and he looked at me and he said, I'll get new friends. Talk about fucking integrity. What did he do? He put his wife and his best friend first. Fred is the only man I've ever been with, friend or husband or boyfriend, that did that. I had never had a man stand up for me ever before. Now, Tommy is that way. Tommy would do that in a heartbeat. As a matter of fact, Tommy would be throwing hands. He'd probably be swinging. But absolutely, Fred looked at me and he went, I'll get new friends. He was pissed. Nobody's ever stood up for me like that before. And it was amazing. It was amazing. Thank you, Lori Helker. Ellie J, you are learning/growing at the speed of light. Thank you. Soon you will be totally free for the first time to make your own choices. You will get to decide stuff for yourself, and Fred will watch over you. Fred and the rest of us. Thank you, Ellie J, and he does watch over me. I believe that. Guys, when I picked up my divorce paperwork, you know what the lady said to me today? His assistant, paralegal. She goes, "That was the fastest divorce I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a divorce that fast." It was 5 weeks. And I thought, thank you, Fred. You know, when I hear things like that from people, I'm like, that's Fred. Heather Carr and Ellie J, by the way, thank you for your super chat. Reese, I'm so sorry that you had and are having that experience with so-called Christian. That is not how a real Christian acts. Jesus loves you. Thank you, Heather Carr. I have been told that again recently by somebody else. Thank you for saying that and your super chat. Still Dubell. Holy crap, Reese. I've had a lot going on lately. I've been MIA, but I finally just caught my first live stream in the forever the other day. And it sounds like you've had a lot going on too. Love and solidarity, girl. Thank you. I was going to say, I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for your super chat. Glad to see you. Glad you're back. Anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off because Tommy and I are going to hop on now. I'm so very grateful to Tommy for being there for you. Please never blame yourself. Your huge heart was taken advantage of. Now we know. Jeff made a mistake by marrying a badass force of awesomeness. Kevin Conklin, I love you. That is so cute. Thank you. Damn, Joel Sachs, that sucks. Interfredtion. Oh my God, BTV, you're the best. Guys, while there's so many of you in here, YouTube started today unsubscribing the shit out of people. I think I lost 30 people today. And I always know you're being unsubscribed because it's like trickle effect. It's like 2 an hour. And then it'll be like 4 in an hour. And then it'll be 6 in an hour. And I'm like, oh, here we go. For whatever reason, it's like going through a purge of unsubscribing people. If you want to be subscribed, please just check your subscription. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Ellie J, they weren't true or real friends. Use that and Fred as a yardstick as to judge others. Yes, Fred would be so proud of you. Thank you, Ellie J. And that's a good point. I don't know Cherish High Vibes, but it was lightning fast. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. Lori Hart, thanks for checking your subscription. Jen, thank you. Brandy, thank you. Bethany Lynn, I appreciate that so much, guys. Thanks for checking. I'll see you in a minute if you come over to Colts and Crims. If not, I'll probably be on either tomorrow or the next day. Mara, this is number 55. Thank you, Susie Fitz. Love you, Doc. Oh, you were unsubscribed this morning, Lynn Sanity. Well, I know you want to be subscribed, Lynn. I know you do. You're my friend. All right, guys. Hey, Mia P. So I'm going to sign off. Speaking of Fred, here he comes. Everybody, thank you for your kind words today. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your super chats, your Venmos, your PayPals, the things on my Amazon wish list. Guys, Huxley and I are going to get to where we're going because of you. I want you to understand that. You have made such an impact. Okay? You have helped me so much. Huxley and I are going to be able to get to the place we're going because you guys have helped. Love you, Hockeytown John. There's a reason the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield. Keep going forward. Oh my God, Shelly, that is really good. I love that. Shelly, I hope you come over to the next feed, babe. All right, probably about 15 minutes. We will flip to Colton Crims, and I will bring my Crim on because I need him. We all need a little Crim time. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he's cute. He shaved his head today. He's so soft. All right, guys, I love you all, and I really want you to understand how much I appreciate you. Abigail, thank you. Love you too. Patricia, thank you for checking your subscription. Thank you for being my friend, first and foremost. Thank you. And I mean that. Liz Tricks, I'm talking to you, girl. Lindsay, thank you for your super sticker. Love you, K-Fic. Our Crim does rule, Jen. Bye, Deanna Downey. It's okay, NH Carol. Please read. Sorry, I can't give you money. Guys, don't ever feel guilty about it. That's not what this is about. I just want to say thank you to the people who have. Love you, Jamie Palmer. But first and foremost, we're friends. And I just appreciate your support being here. Supporting me is being here. That's all you need to do. The replay crew, I appreciate them so much. You don't have to give me money. I'm not interested in you giving me money. People do that because they want to. I don't expect that out of you. I expect your friendship. That's all. All right. I will tell him, Panko. All right, guys. Love you all. Here comes Fred, and I'll see you in about 15 minutes. Bye, everybody.